Thank you for being here with us on this Thursday. We've been having a lot of fun this week. A lot of shoots.
Yeah, I agree. We're good.
Wait for answers from the two.
Hunter's like, yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah, we've been having a blast.
How can I tell you I have not been? But it's been a lot of fun, and we're happy to have you with, 2 more days to, well, I guess the rest of today, and then the next day, and then the weekend.
Yeah.
Almost there. Yeah.
Do we have a weekend show? Because we should start a weekend show. Or not.
Oh, should we?
Maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
We should first see if we get paid extra for doing a weekend show, but then.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Hunter, you can come in and do the show.
I'm good. I think
Just
time
a
off.
one-man show.
That's gonna be a lot of music, a lot of juggling. I have to learn how to juggle or something.
I'd watch.
It'd be kind of
A lot of silence.
Yeah,
too.
a lot of silence.
Oh, well, hey, coming up on today's show, I'm back at Liberty Canine learning really helpful tips from Jenny Sandstrom on why you shouldn't baby your dog. And we also get the answer to the big question, should I give my dog human food? I know a lot of us do that, and she has some good advice.
Ooh, excited to hear it. And after that, we're having a little friendly Northern Life competition, all thanks to our executive producer, Ben Reed. We'll see who has the best skills when it comes to untangling Christmas lights. But first, we got to talk about this. Our director, Seth, is behind the camera. He's in the booth running this show. And he brought his dogs in today to have everybody come say hi to. So this is Barry hanging out with Briggs.
Yeah.
And then we also had Sandy, who's sadly not pictured, but Sandy, the 17-year-old Chihuahua who was hanging out with Barry and the team. So it was so fun having Seth's dogs.
And Barry acted like a puppy, but he's 12 as well.
Yeah.
Barry's 12?
Yeah, Barry's got some puppy energy. He was scooting around the newsroom, giving me kisses. Oh, it was great.
That's fantastic.
I know. It was funny. I want my dog Harry to meet Barry. That would be super cute.
What do you keep calling Barry?
Barrison.
That's the best. Harrison and Barrison. I love it. I normally don't like small dogs, but I know those dogs are really cute. I like those dogs a lot.
are.
Very furry, very sweet, very little balls of joy, you know?
Yeah, thanks for bringing him in,
Yeah,
Seth. We had a
Seth.
great time.
All the small dogs at home are like, man, I don't really care for that Hunter guy. Just like all the strollers out there, like, don't really care for that Ryan guy.
Exactly. We're just making enemies with this show.
All the small dogs just changed the channel.
It's too bad.
Oh, we've got a ton of awesome comments and remarks after our blindfold surprise earlier this week with Little Miss Avalon May. Karen commented on our Facebook saying, love your guys' expressions. It was so precious. It made her cry.
Aww.
I know. So sweet. You all look so good holding baby Avalon. Thank you, Karen. I think baby Avalon looks so good. She's so cute.
She was the star of that shoot. That was
Precious.
fantastic. Yes. When that music came in during that package, I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't know I was going to cry today.
And here we are.
Yeah, geez. Well, I guess that's how it goes.
Saw a lot of comments saying whoever chose to put This Little Light of Mine song in there it did a good job.
It was a
Yes.
good choice. That's Keith. Keith on the story.
Keith Groen, shout
job
out.
by him.
Rock on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Michael also commented and said, this one put a tear in my beer. Sweet. I know. I almost, I didn't get it for a second, and I was like, oh, that is too funny.
It's an old Hank Williams song from back in the 40s.
Oh, I did
There's a
not.
tear in my beer. Maybe there's copyright issues. Maybe I shouldn't start singing stuff.
Hey,
But
wait.
easy.
Stop there. I think we get a free, 5 seconds.
We
So
do?
you're
Okay.
good. Yeah.
There you go. There's your song.
That's it. That's all we did.
And finally, Derek told Hunter, good job this time, Hunter. You didn't hold her like a taco.
Which we do. We do have a picture of Hunter holding Ricky's kid.
Oh my
which probably ill-advised holding position for a baby there.
I
It
think
looks like Lion King or something.
I had the head. We were all good to go, right? And then the baby just started moving in my hands all of a sudden. I'm like, stop moving. Please stop moving. Please stop moving. Little Sawyer, by the way. And I learned how to hold a baby since then. You can see in the package, but it took some doing to learn how to actually properly hold a baby.
Well, take two, much better.
Yeah, thank you.
It does look like you're taking the microwave popcorn out of the microwave. That type of hold.
Just, very carefully, hot potato, that sort of
That
thing.
is funny. Hey, we were just talking about singing, and a new report is showing what each state's favorite Christmas song is. According to FinanceBuzz.com, Minnesotans' top song for the season is Let It Snow. Wisconsin is rocking out to Holly Jolly Christmas, and Michigan is going with Here Comes Santa Claus. But as for the top 5 most annoying Christmas songs in the nation, according to that report, here's what we got. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey was the top most annoying song.
Do you guys think that's annoying?
No!
I would say
don't think
I would
so.
say the first 3 times you hear it, you go, yes, it's Christmas time. Thanks, Mariah. And then you go, okay, yep. Yep, and then Christmas Day is here, and you hear it probably 50 more times a day. You're like, okay, maybe another song would be nice.
It is a little overplayed.
Yeah, it's not so much that it's a bad song. The song itself is a good song, right? I mean, she's fantastic, but it's the fact that it's overplayed. You hear it way too much. I would say something like, "All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth." Like that's like an annoying song. Or the hippopotamus song. Although it's cool, it's a little bit annoying at times. You know?
Or Santa Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Yep, that one's a little annoying.
Hot takes. Other songs that were included on the most annoying: the Chipmunk song, Feliz Navidad, and A Holly Jolly Christmas, and Baby It's Cold Outside.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the Chipmunk song, you know, if you're not in the right mood, if you're having a bad day, that one's probably not the best one to hear.
Yeah,
Because of how high pitched it is. It's like, I don't know the words.
I'm so glad I asked.
But you don't know the song?
No, I couldn't think of what it was, but now that you sing it, now that you
I always shout out Alvin whenever he says Alvin, you know. Alvin! That's always my go-to. Yep. Solid.
Oh, well, if you love Taylor Swift or Beyonce's music, I'm sure their songs put you in a better mood. But apparently a few of their tunes truly could actually be physically beneficial for your heart, too. A few of their songs are on the American Heart Association's list of music that helps with hands-only CPR. They include Swift's You're Losing Me, Welcome to New York, and Sparks Fly, as well as Beyonce's Virgo's Groove and Break My Soul. The Heart Association says the tempos of those songs match the ideal CPR chest compression rates for teens and adults of 100 to 120 pulses per minute. You know, this makes me feel a little bit more confident actually now in the general population, because I'm sure a lot of folks could actually sing those songs, and maybe that could help them save a life.
That's true.
Myself included.
Yes.
It probably could. Hey, after the break, we got to talk all things Liberty Canine. We got your dog tips after the break.
All right, we are back at Liberty Canine in Barnum with owner Jenny Sandstrom. Thanks again for being here, Jenny.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, this one, we're talking about a topic that I think I can learn a lot from. Dogs are dogs. Dogs are not human children. Why is that so important to remember, Jenny?
It's important because when we treat them like humans or babies, we create all kinds of issues for them. Sometimes you can do those things and the dog turns out okay, but most often it creates issues. So we run into a lot of times where people baby or coddle their dogs. So coddling them, babying them, they start to develop anxiety, fears, phobias. They don't learn to be confident on their own. And when you run into a nervous dog with low confidence, a lot of times they're fear aggressive, they're terrified of the world, and then going through life for them is just not fun. So if we can learn to treat them like animals, which they are, they often have a much better life.
Sure. When you're talking about babying and coddling, what does that look like?
One of the most important things that we tell people with puppies, or even with adult dogs, is let them be afraid of things without acknowledging in the moment. For example, if we were in here and there was a new puppy in here and we dropped a metal bowl on a concrete floor, it would be really loud. It would be normal for the dog to have a reaction to it or a startle response, but if we just continued talking like this, the dog is more than likely gonna look at the bowl and then just look at us and be like, oh, you're not paying attention to it, oh, okay. And then they might even go over and investigate. What a lot of people do is the dog will be scared and then they go over to the dog and they're like, oh my gosh, Fluffy, it's okay. Dogs don't understand those words like infants do or toddlers do, where if it's your toddler, you can be like, hey buddy, that bowl's not gonna hurt you, and they understand the words and they trust you. Dogs only understand that you are also reacting to it. So they're already a little bit nervous of the noise, and then they see mom or dad is also scared, and it makes it 10 times worse. So before I was a trainer, I got an 8-week-old puppy, and I did all of that with her because I didn't know better either at the time. And so I accidentally made her afraid of everything on the planet. So then I became a trainer when she was about 6 or 7, and I was able to reverse a lot of that, but she still is a lower confidence dog. So if we can prevent that from happening, it's the best. So when we do our puppy raising program and we get these 8 to 12-week-old puppies in, a lot of times they're afraid of things and we just completely ignore it, and then they conquer that fear almost immediately. Of course, you have different levels of fear and confidence levels in dogs, and that can kind of fluctuate, but ignoring what is making them afraid or ignoring their reaction to it is the best thing that you can do. And it's against our nature, especially because that's what we do with babies and infants. And so we're always trying to kind of helicopter and like, hey, it's okay, you don't need to be afraid of this. Just let them work through it. Let them investigate, see what's going on, and just kind of ignore the scary thing.
Sure. So even if you have an older dog at home who's maybe been coddled a little bit, you can still do some work to help them.
Yeah. So with my dog, she's 14 now, but one thing that I did with her is because when she first heard a thunderstorm or when she first heard fireworks, I did that. I was like, it's okay, and I'd pick her up and I'd pet her, and then I'm reinforcing the fear, and I'm teaching her, yes, you should be afraid of it. Yes, I'm going to comfort you. I'm going to help you through it. But what do you do when you're not home and there's a thunderstorm? Like, then your dog is having to try to get through that on its own. So with her, what I did, she used to try to hide in a closet or go in a bathroom or the basement when there was loud noises. I just closed all the doors. So then she just had to be in the house, like the general part of the house. And then over time she learned like, oh, I didn't die. The loud noises didn't hurt me. So she's gotten much better with that, where now she doesn't try to hide. She still doesn't love it, but she doesn't try to hide anymore. So that's one area where we've helped her become more confident. Another area is like she's afraid of an air compressor. They're really loud. And so just having her outside on a place bed, not right next to it, of course, because that would probably be too much. But if that fear is already there, there are things that you can do to specifically address those fears. Through positive reinforcement when the scary thing is happening, through ignoring what's going on, and just having them kind of work through it and realize, okay, it didn't hurt me, I'm okay.
What about feeding your dog human food? Does that count as treating your dog like a child?
So I would never be the person to say you can't ever give your dog human food. I do, but what I do with human food is we make sure we give them appropriate amounts. We're not feeding them from the table, we're not feeding them in the kitchen, because when you do that kind of stuff, then again, you're reinforcing a behavior that you're probably gonna regret later. Because then we get people that come to us and they're like, every time I make food or I'm eating, my dog is at my feet. Well, probably because you've rewarded that. And my husband jokes that he's a dog trainer and he teaches all the puppies that we have in the puppy raising program to beg, because he always feeds our dogs every time he eats. So when he's in the kitchen and he's getting something, all the dogs are like this. When I'm in the kitchen, the dogs are out of the kitchen because I haven't reinforced the begging. Dogs are smart and they figure out what works. So if it works to beg and I get what I want from begging, then I'm going to continue to beg. So human food is okay. I would say in moderation, of course, the healthy things. We like to do fruits and veggies and stuff like that, but I think some human food is okay.
All right, all very good advice, and I'm sure a lot of us can take it to heart. Thank you, Jenny. We'll be back next month with more tips from Liberty Canine.
Hey guys, before we go, be sure to follow us on our Facebook and Instagram pages at Northern Life TV, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find our full episodes there. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, since Christmas is almost here and folks may still have some final decorating to do, our executive producer Ben Reed thought it'd be fun to see who could do the best job untangling tangled Christmas lights. It was also Ben's birthday yesterday. I forgot to say happy birthday, so happy belated birthday, Ben.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Yeah, so we're going to try to see who can get this done the quickest. Ben was the one who tangled these, so hopefully you got the best one. Well, I hope you got the harder one.
Hopefully he made it even.
Right, I hope so. It looks like it's pretty even for the most part.
I'd say.
Hopefully we can finish it before break. If we can't, that'd be pretty embarrassing. So, on the count of three, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here we go. Do we know how long these are, by the way?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It might say on the tag.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
one goes out, they all go out.
noticing that.
I think this is going to take us the entire
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Did a good job.
This might leak into the rest of the week.
Yeah. We'll revisit this tomorrow.
You guys ever have to do this as kids,
Yes.
where you would like your parents would be like, "Hey, try this."
No.
Yeah, this has caused a lot of fighting in our family. It really has. It's kind of just this is the holiday tradition right here.
It really is.
Untangling Christmas lights. I'm sure people
It's kind of
feel the same.
It's always very
No.
frustrating. So
Honestly, it's just, I don't know if you guys take the time to wrap them nicely
No.
I try, but
at the
then
end of the season.
You know, it's kind of like with those old with the old headphones for your phone. They always like you threw them in your pocket, and then they had a fight in your pocket.
Yes.
I'm trying to do this with ease and precision and not speed. So I'm gonna see if that technique pays off.
I just gained some ground.
I'm just pulling as hard as I can.
I'm just gonna
pull until something gives. Yeah, there's no lights that are.
Let's see.
Hopefully they're not glass.
No.
It's funny to see everybody's different tactics for doing this. You know, it says a lot about you. Hunter just yanking on them.
My parents, my whole family, my uncle calls me the product tester.
Whoa!
Because
does it work?
I'm known for breaking everything.
Gotcha.
So everything that gets bought, I should get paid to be a product tester.
Is there anything you?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What's the most recent thing you broke?
The most recent thing? The most recent thing. Well, it's going to be these lights in a second.
Because I'm so frustrated.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't even know. But there's chairs. There's.
You've broken a chair.
Oh, I
will say some new chairs you buy, like some of them aren't built the way they used to be built. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
nothing is.
Yes. Here we go.
Back in my day.
Wait a minute.
Did you get
Aren't you the youngest one of all of us?
Back in my day.
Hunter's the youngest
I'm
of
getting
the four.
there. I'm getting there.
I'm
How much time
trying.
do we have? We
We're
don't have that
close.
much longer.
We got a minute and some change until break. So
Hey, only have like a minute left, don't we?
I have lost exactly where I'm at in this
we're
process.
So close.
No.
We should film this for Rachel Hackbarth and see what's.
You did not.
I just won.
Oh wait, no,
there's still tangled. There's still tangled.
Oh, sheesh. Okay.
We should have
Light
Ben in
police
here.
over here. Okay, now I win.
Oh wait. See the whole thing?
Not so
thing?
bad.
Wow,
See, I told you guys, I've got
Good
some
job.
practice.
You got the easy one. You got the easy one. Come on.
Nice job.
Right?
Good job.
Thanks,
I mean, that was
Ben.
close.
That was very good.
You guys better keep going though. I think we need these
we
lights to
can see the
actually be
second.
untangled.
Keep
Oh, no, I
going.
just tied mine up again.
This is terrible. But those were the worst days too, as a kid, like when you had like your headphones in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was always so sad because obviously these are a little thicker.
Yeah.
The headphones they were so thin, and you're like, I'm gonna break these headphones no matter how I try to untangle these.
Well, every time that we do the show, we bring microphones from downstairs. Yeah. My IFB is also in that mix, and I always just get it all tangled up, and it's one big ball of just cords.
Doesn't take long.
Briggs.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job.
We'll be right back after the break. I have my winnings here, proudly displayed around my neck while these two continue their untangling efforts.
100% I broke mine. There's no way, because like, look, this is like one little strand, and then I like it's broken.
Yeah.
It's totally broken.
There we go.
Got some weird stuff
I got
going
it.
on there. I don't know what happened. What happened to
I think I'm
Hunter's
good.
situation.
Yay.
I think we're okay.
Good job, guys.
Good stuff.
Nice
We get it around our neck.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. We'll have to plug them in later. That'd be fun. Coming up tomorrow, they're on Northern Life. We're sharing the top 5 things that have brought us the most joy so far this year. And we're making more picks in the NFL. We haven't been doing well recently. What is this?
This
What is
video
this?
brought me joy, so I just needed to put it on there.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it so much.
Gingerbreads.
I
That's
thought that was
amazing.
us in the
Nice.
kindergarten classroom the other day.
That's coming up on
It
Tuesday.
is.
Gingerbread day.
Yeah,
Look out.
true.
Look out.
Coming up tomorrow through Sunday, we do have the Arrowhead Ice Fishing and Winter Show at the deck, and our team will be there in our Northern News Now booth. I know Hunter and Briggs are going to be there on Friday at some point, and then I will be making an appearance at our booth on Sunday. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are looking forward to that event.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I know our shows are also live, not this show, but the noon, the 4, and the 5, and the 6
On
as well.
Friday.
Yep, on
Yes.
Friday.
Nice.
So come check us out.
Live weather, and we're giving away a gift card too, I'm told, to Marine General.
Let's go.
Prize. Yeah, so you can enter our contest. Come see us for that. We'll see you back tomorrow on Northern Life.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern